Hello everyone and welcome back. It is the first Survival Horror Sunday stream of 2024. Also, I see you. If you want to post orange cats, we have a channel on the Discord for that. Keep to the rules and don't be naughty. So yeah, how is everyone doing? Has everyone come through, the first week of 2024? Hope it wasn't an absolute nightmare. Let's continue. Hey Yasuba, how are you doing? I hope you got through the first week very well as well. So what is our goal now? Learn more about... yeah, right.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he
Yeah,
know?
time for deduction,
Right,
everyone.
The reader. The next chapter. The next chapter. The next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
That
Wake
was
is
not
hiding
ominous
pages.
at all.
That's how he knows.
Hey,
the cult
Claire.
has the clicker.
We're doing some deduction
Wake
again.
has a double. Mr.
Sorry.
Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake.
I love how it is so obvious that she's into the mind of
Don't wake up
Scratch.
the dreamer, if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did.
No, you're wrong.
Or vice versa.
Why are you so shit at this? Still a good song. It is funny how much this song actually fit the arena you heard it in. Remember in Alan Wake 1? Not yet. I still need to get the... Right, I wanted to get the album. I mean...
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are.
Oh yeah.
They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this.
I do want
is our
to
job.
have the album book
Okay.
later.
Here. This is all I have. Be careful with them.
Okay, Daisuba, I think you probably have not yet seen the ending to all of this, right?
Inside the trailer, At the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew a weapon.
Wake has more information. I need to keep questioning him.
But yeah, I need to know the ending notes. Okay, can we just talk about it because you're in New Game Plus? Either way.
Wake just gave us a lot of information, but this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Oh yeah, that's true, which we might get to now.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
It's flannel, actually. Like, god damn it. Just spoiler, I guess. This isn't deduction.
Okay. Pat's favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
A yarn puppet monstrosity.
Hello, and welcome to Comfort
Like-
World, Washington's best coffee storage amusement park. All of our attractions are family friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin. Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express. Oh!
I love this one.
Soak in some local history at the Huataring Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted.
Yeah, that's actually pretty much true. I mean, just if you missed that, you know.
And the goats at our amusement park victims. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome
No.
to Coffee World.
Actually, the opposite.
You'll job a great time.
Like, Saga sucks at her job. She's like the worst FBI detective you could have sent. Like, there's a whole bit at the ending where she's like, why didn't I see all of this? It's like, yeah, Saga, you suck. And, okay, yeah, she's not that bad, but like, she really had a moment to be like, wait, those two are the cult leaders? And you're like, Saga, really? What the fuck? The thing is, she's like, again, the deduction thing is just, she literally just looks into people's minds. She just read their mind. She's just reading their mind.
We need to find the cult.
Which is like,
Anyone
yeah,
we
it's
meet
handy.
could be a
Obviously, she can solve shit
Scratch guy.
like that. But like, it is so funny that she just always was like, oh yeah, I'm just deducting things. Like, no, Saga.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
They're taking their time, so
I mean,
just be careful out there.
her grandparent is
Meanwhile,
a heavy metal star that may or may not has connections back to ancient gods, elder gods from Finland. You know.
Yeah, real funny.
So she's a seer. She can just look into people's minds. She just got it from, you know,
Page placed
her
me in a
metal
trailer.
grandpa.
Somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Ah, yes, big letters. I mean, you're going to meet them here, and soon.
Excuse me. Do you knock off? Where?
Auntie in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed. Okay then. Catchy tune.
Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to our, possibly eldritch god that has forgotten everything janitor. Who sings in Finnish. Very prophetically in Finnish. This is just Alan Wake 2. I love it. I kind of want to see all of... I get it. I already did. I mean, let me put it like this. Alan Wake 1 was unique. Alan Wake 2 is an absolute bonkers mindfuck. I love it. Okay. They're just containers here. I mean, I'd say it's fine, but then again, I'm probably the only person defending the first Alan Wake game in terms of gameplay. AKA being the only person that probably has played through it on 3 different fucking consoles.
Enjoy your day.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
Hey, Sarah. A sauna doesn't fix what ails ya. You're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Hot.
Sauna. I mean, yeah. Just, I'd say play the remaster. It is much shorter than the first game.
A trailer park. Ilmo Koskela. He's that tour guide we met at Cauldron Lake. I need to find him.
I can talk to people down here?
Enjoying the sauna.
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Yeah, that's why I say, play the remaster, because, the remaster is significantly, significantly shorter, actually. I mean, I think the original one was like 12 hours, and I blasted through the remaster in 8, so much more bearable. It's way less of a hassle.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories? So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Jaakko here really comes alive in front of the camera.
Oh yes, I bet he does.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
I mean, I definitely did because, God, those are great.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Great.
Think.
You can't think. Okay, so where do we need to go? Oh yeah, right. I need to profile someone.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and
It is way more smooth now, though. They really updated the game well.
Raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Jaakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer. All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Jaakko and I have to head to
Yeah,
Black Falls.
I saw that.
I'll call ahead and
A lot
have
better
someone get them out
optimized.
for you. Oh,
But
the
I don't know,
road's
maybe we
but if
will
you
see
just
some
follow this trail
updates
behind me,
soonish.
It'll lead you there. Call the gift shop so they can get Saga a hand. Yep.
There's Coffee World.
And yeah, I
Let's
mean
get
they
across
had
the
to
river.
get the whole streaming thing into Frostbite first, and it's getting a good streaming tech into an engine, or getting the streaming tech right on the first try. That is not easy. That is like the opposite of easy. Wait a second. Why am I not shown where the lunch boxes are? There are lunch boxes here, right? Or not here yet. Oh well. Yeah, I think this is just one. There are a few major problems. Like, first off, Frostbite had like always a okay, I think since...
What was that?
I think BF1, they just had a problem with...
FBI, show yourself!
They just had a problem with CPU drainage. Like,
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
like, you need to keep in mind, I got basically a better CPU for streaming back when around... you know, Battlefield 1 was there, because I just had problems playing that. And I had a good i5 back in the day. Like, a legitimately good i5. And it just had problems. I couldn't play...
Another one of those cult boxes.
Certain... Yeah, it is. Yeah, see? Nothing. We'll see. But yeah, basically it got really, really bad. So I got new CPU, and I got an even better CPU that is still pretty good for most games nowadays. And guess what happened? Battlefield 2042 comes out. The game had been running perfectly fine. You know, for like 5. And 5 looks in some areas still better than 2042 even. In some, I say. Needed new CPU. Else streaming, not possible. Just not at all. Which is like, okay. Weird. Yeah, 5,600 should be enough. Again, that's like... I'm just like, yeah, where are the lunch boxes? Oh yeah, most of them are. There was a lunchbox up here, I'm very sure about that. So yeah, no, it should be absolutely 100% decent enough for video games. Like, again, the Frostbite engine just has a problem with CPU power recently. Like, it's not like they literally said on the fucking box, oh, there's a lunchbox. There were just none down here. Good. it's not like, you know, they actively said that on the Steam page, this is the amount, this is the CPU you need. I easily cleared it. Easily. And it still had problems. Now I have like a way better CPU and, you know, again, GPU stuff, everything works. I just, I don't know. That is just a Frostbite thing. But, again, we're coming to the but thing. So there seems to be major things going on behind the scenes with that, because, as you probably know, in that case, it definitely is more of an engine thing. Like, I mean, it depends really on what games you look at. Like, for example, Battlefield, like a bunch of Frostbite engine titles. For example, the recent Need for Speed games. Okay, for example, Criterion made them. Not Criterion, Ghost Games and such. Those are still Frostbite, and they run without problems. They are really good ports, actually. Then Battlefield went a bit through development hell, so yeah, they had problems there. But, you know, in general, Frostbite just has a CPU-hungry problem, but I think they, Criterion also ran on their own fork, to a degree. And you need to keep in mind that, and what I want to point out is that they recently have been dropping their games to PC, opening a couple of times, leaving them to die. It depends on the game. Like, for example, Battlefield is now going into their 3rd year of content. They, you know, into the 3rd year of content and ramping up the amount of stuff you get. So, like, it really depends heavily on which game.
And another
How's it called? The single player. I mean, how's it called? Jedi Survivor was fixed, so, you know, it's now running fine. And that was Unreal, by the way, so, you know, not even Frostbite problem there. I feel like the one thing that could be a saving, you know, light in term for, you know, Dead Space is the fact they recently went out and basically not only rebranded, okay, they have a new logo and basically say like they're making a new version of Frostbite and stuff. Like, there's something major coming. I already talked about how they integrated way more features for, you know, better brain, you know, for easier map design, etc., etc. They have some really interesting stuff there. There's like a GDC talk from last year where they presented some of the stuff they made. Yeah, I say, it depends. You need to keep in mind, there are some Frostbite engine games out there that are optimized to hell and back. Those are the games where you just look at them and are like, how the fuck is that possible? For example, I remember, you know, Hardline back in the day. I actually played that together with Agonia, the beta. So not the full game, but the beta.
Hello?
Because she was literally like, hey, the whole chase thing was kind of fun, you know, car chases and stuff.
Did the Taken get them?
And so we did that.
I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself. Ilmo said the key is kept in the gift shop safe.
So, just so you know, so we played that, and that game
needs something to jimmy it open with. A list of maintenance work. A screwdriver. Huh.
Da-da-da-da.
Coffee World. The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key.
How about shooting it with your guns? You could really do that, yeah. Shooting it with your gun would be an excellent way to just do it. But no, you need to get the screwdriver. It is, you know what, this is just survival horror. Just don't question the logic, I suppose.
Using screwdrivers to break into gift shops isn't exactly standard procedure.
But yeah, basically, Hardline ran smooth, without problems, you know, on low still, but without problems on a GTX 480. 480. That thing was ancient at that time, and yet that shit ran without hiccups. That's like, again, some Frostbite engine games, again, the engine can be really fucking performant. That is why a lot of them used it still. Because, if you, for example, look at, you know, console optimization, the engine is really fucking good. Just sometimes it just wants to eat your CPU for reasons. And that's just one of those things where it's just about one of those legacy problems at this point, I suppose. Because let me put it like this, Frostbite is a good engine. I notice when people are actually working with it and they're like making a lot of work into making it like an actually good engine. So like, as I said, for example, it's not mandatory to use. They're more like, hey, here we have a good engine, you want to use it. I think Squadrons, for example, also ran really well. It's just...
Jesus! Calm down, Saga. It's just a pot of coffee.
There's just some stuff about the engine that sometimes just makes it really a problem. And yeah. Yeah. Gun.
Hey, this should get that gift shop open.
But yeah, that just runs. Most driving shit runs. I think the main problem they literally just have is the fact that some stuff is just... in a really bad situation for... I don't know why. So who knows? Maybe sometimes next year we will see like a big Frostbite update going through, you know, all the games. That would probably help. What do we have to see? Oh yeah, right, that was it.
I'm never gonna get used to this.
I mean, you know, probably. Doop-doo. I mean, let's see, maybe they're doing some expansion first for Dead Space 1. That could definitely be it. for example, like
Now where is that safe? Locked. Okay. What would Ilmo use for a code?
yeah, also, let's just put it like this. It always comes down to,
The keys to
yeah,
my
that's
trailer.
that's
Now
the thing.
To find the clicker and the cult.
From what I heard about how they generally market shit, it is more like they want to see how stuff performs in the long run nowadays. You know, especially with Zampella now at the head, and generally they had this way more in recent times that they were like, okay, we need to show how something performs long term before, because you cannot say something gets you know, gets big after just because. For example, which is ironic because a lot of, because there's one game that actually drove this. And so, like, apparently is still selling relatively well from what I know. And there's also a big thing that you need to keep in mind. The general tactic nowadays is that, yes, the game hits sales earlier, and also to a degree a lot, but they kind of want to use that because for them it's like, so that's what I heard, that for them it's like, when you, you know, when you have a game, you know, when you have the initial period done, that is how many people will usually buy it at, you know, full price. That's that. You will not get more usually. Except when, you know, the game actually gets around and people are like, hey, you need to actually play that game. Then people will start, you know, also buying the game at higher prices again. Which, I mean, if you think about it, that makes complete sense, right? So one of the first games they actually went with that philosophy of, you know, let's bundle it with other games, let's go and show people, like, you can still get it, it's there, is Titanfall 2. Nowadays everyone has Titanfall 2. It's sold. It just sold later.
Or take a bath. Never again. Moonshine. Only drink the moonshine, brother.
Oh yeah. Hey there, Super. Those are our elder metal gods.
Don't look like cultists.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not helping. I don't feel like myself. Don't know how to fight it. We're too old now.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Anderson trailer.
What? Sweetie pie, right on time. Like we were just saying. It's not true. lies to hurt you and make you weak. Don't believe a word.
Yeah.
They believe because deep down, they want to be told what to think. We're different. Rebels! You must stop it before it turns real. Don't be part of the story. Make the story. Stop the hell of it!
These old drunks don't seem affected by the horror story like
That's literally your grandpa. Have some respect.
here. How do you know about the story?
Same as you, of course, sweetie pie. We are family. The Andersons. Vikings. Gods.
Does she know?
So good to finally see you, Saga. I am your great uncle Odin. And this is your long-lost mortified Thor. Sarasota. He is your grandfather, and I am the old father.
Just as crazy as everyone else. Just as caught in it. I need to stay focused. I need to check out the trailer.
You have things to do, sweetie pie. We don't want to keep you from your business. You can come see us anytime at our resting place, Valhalla.
Reeks of booze. Addressed to me. From years ago. Wake was right. The horror story is changing reality. Not just people's memories. Everything here reminds me of Logan. This could be her room. This is getting too real. Too personal. The Nordic Tales book Mom gave to Logan when she was little. Logan's junior agent certificate. So cute. Bon. Logan used to love her music.
Well, I have to say about your request that is not the in-game name. So, whoops.
My newfound
Can't do.
relatives. Cozy with the cult of the tree. And that's the clicker. In the hands of the cult, just like the page promised.
Yep.
Carnival and Nights.
Yeah. It's
the
very.
motorcycle club the Costello brothers are in. I'll take Odin and Tor up on their offer and visit their nursing home. Right after I find this biker workshop. No. It's not true. It's just a fucking story. It's not true. Logan's back home. She's fine. Fuck.
Yeah.
She's at school. David.
So it should work now.
I'm in the story and it's coming true.
Yeah, I know. Just kill some more Taken. Then we can get to the fun part. You should stay here for the fun part, Daisuva. It's gonna be a big musical.
That he can stop this with a clicker.
Hey, this is David. Leave a message.
David? Is Logan okay? Call me back as soon.
Nice.
Mulligan? What the fuck? Hey! Stay where you are.
It also runs a lot better now.
Mulligan
I
is a
mean,
cultist?
But yeah, when it comes to Frostbite games, maybe there's gonna be an update. It really depends. I mean, they're still expanding it, and as said, there's gonna be a major update coming in March, so I don't know why you're not here. Alan Wake 2 is super fascinating. I love it. It is my game of the year of 2023. Like, hands down. This is just... This is it. This is really it. And I'm really wondering what will be next year. I'm like mainly trying to... I'm mainly trying to, you know, catch up on stuff.
Get it? Fix this.
Shortcut.
This is the workshop from the photo with the cultists. This is where they had the clicker, if it's still here. I need to find it. Locked. They must be in there. There has to be a way to get this lock open.
Where was the last one? Upside down, da 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 da. No problem. Hope you two have fun and can build something nice. Just keep in mind, so there are a few rules for the Minecraft server. First of all, that when you don't place you know, nether portals, there's a communal one at the spawn, and we will place in the nether like every 100 blocks nether apart one, so like stay inside that radius so it doesn't fuck up the it doesn't fuck up okay, which one was it again? Was that right? No, you can build far away. Just keep in mind how everything is connected in the nether. So, I mean, if you want to do something nice at spawn, you can do that. It would be nice because, you know, we're kind of making it a bit, we're trying to make it a bit more beautiful and stuff. And then, obviously, people will start building farther away. That's just what's obviously going to happen. Okay, so that was the problem.
This is the cult's hideout. Their headquarters, even? There's a basement.
So you can definitely you know, build at spawn or far away. That is your thing. Just again, also no briefing.
Shit.
What?
Hey!
Oh yeah, that's.
Freeze! That's the clicker.
I mean, that's.
No! They took it! They're playing with me. I was so close.
We're just lagging. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's not like we had that someone doing that already. Our house is not remotely done. And we still need to build the shrine. So yeah, around the nether portal we want to build a shrine, so yeah. But yeah, generally just build in the beginning, start to find something, and then.
I need to open the safe.
Oh yeah, right, there was something. Whoops. So yeah, just make something nice. Just so you know, it's
There was another overlap here in Watery. The parade float
the
was the
servers
key.
for now for
Mulligan
1 month.
had gone there.
But we
Taken
do
the
want to
clicker.
see if when people want to
Left
give
his
it,
monster here to
want to
stop
make it
her.
for 1 year,
There's an
how many
overlap
can
here.
contribute and if we
Like
can
there
keep
was
it
at Cauldron
running.
Lake. Mulligan and Thornton are
Because
like
I think like
Nightingale.
it would be something very fun to do.
Inside. Waiting. And a parade float is the key.
But yeah, the main thing is just keep in mind where the nether portals are so that you just don't fuck that up, because that's like very annoying if that happens. Big cake with duck. Oh yeah, right.
Okay. Now where's that parade float?
Dun, 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 dun. Let's just get some more resources first. Yeah.
I feel bad for these guys.
Oh, nice. That makes everything a lot easier again. There's a manuscript page. Wait a second. Can we actually? Yes, we can. There's a lot of upgrades here. That doesn't bring a lot. We have the full gun. I guess we do that.
With a heightened survival instinct kicking in, it seemed like she had just squeezed down the trigger of her pistol once, as the Taken was coming closer and closer. But the gun kept firing again and again.
Why not? Let's just.
Saga strained to pull the string of the.
Yeah, shut up. You have obviously no idea how shit works, and we do probably move. Oh yeah, right. I need. I needed to do the investigation, didn't I?
The photo proved the Colt had the clicker. Torn up. The clicker was there the whole time. Fucking Mulligan and Thornton. They took the clicker into the overlap. How do
The overlap formed around Watery's dark past. The ritual to enter was tied to crafting the float. Art was the key. It had the power to let Saga in.
Is this the parade float the page mentioned? At Cauldron Lake, giving the poem in the heart to the witch sign opened the overlap. Here, it's a parade float. Stabbing. Again and again.
Yeah.
That must mean the arm's supposed to move. How come one of them is wearing a mask and the other isn't? This is not sure what Puko means, but it looks like the knife is missing. I don't hear any haunting laughter.
I love how, you know, parts of the parade are just like, you know, you're like, oh, hey, you find obvious stuff you came across, and you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. You're just finding shit. And then it's like, and then one thing is just so insane how you get it. Like,
What's missing from the parade float?
a bunch of stuff.
I need to put it together. So this is the Koskela Brothers parade float. Looks like only 4 pieces are missing. The mask is the only one without a location listed. Gift shop. Easy. Espresso Express. Got it.
Okay.
Trade fund zone. I can't make out what it says.
I should have been able to skip that. God damn it.
Is missing a soundtrack? The float killer isn't wearing a mask. Maybe he needs one. The float killer used a knife. Art? Should the characters be moving? I figured out what the float
Should the
is
characters be moving?
The
You are...
materials listed for the parade float mention a mask. Where is it?
Poor Mocha Moose. He never failed to amuse me. Now we know, Ilmo, there is such a thing as too much coffee. Mocha will live on in a place of honor. He lost his head. Mulligan and Thornton had one job.
Mulligan and Thornton must know where the Moose Skull mask is.
So... we...
Mask is missing. Where is it?
The dead brought back to life. The crown of the Grand Master. Mistake is never a mistake. Just get it fucking done.
They know where it is. I know they know. Where is the mask?
We didn't bleach it. We're about to hit him. And all of the crown we will. Oh, the man, choose more.
The moose mask is at the Huatari Well, in Coffee World. I saw something. Like I did in Cauldron Lake. The well, here in Coffee World.
Well, how the fuck did
I
that
know
mask
the
come
Moose Skull
here?
will be there. Now I need to bring the mask to the float. The Moose Skull goes here, obviously. That must be the circuit board I need for the float. How do I get down there? No power. Must be a fuse box around here somewhere. The fuse is missing. Can't operate the ride without it.
Ah, yes. Should probably just switch to this. Let's go back to the gift shop and then we are soon out of here again. Wait, did I actually miss a lunchbox somewhere? Oh, there's a lunchbox up here. Yeah, I need to grab that still.
I guess a toy knife will do.
The Cauldron Lake General Store.
Honestly, it's kind of amazing how much smoother it now runs with, you know, frame gen and the updates. I mean, still not perfectly, but better.
Have a beautiful day.
Thank God.
And you just put it in somewhere else. Very normal, Sega. Saga, sorry, not Sega. Be funny if she was Sega. Saga. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, right. Wrong turn. Oh yeah, right. They all come out of the water. What the f- Why did you escape backwards, Saga? God. Okay, good. I have that at least. Oh, there we go. Hello? Okay. What? I should... Probably just a bug then.
some creepy laughing for atmosphere? There's your knife.
I mean, the crossbow is really useful if you can actually land your shots, which is like, gladly now I can. I mean, that's one thing. I feel like when we talk performance on PCs, I feel it really lately started becoming way more just a general problem. Which isn't to say like, oh hey, all, devs are lazy, which just isn't the case. It's just, I feel with expanding...
I can use this to get the Espresso Express working.
Yeah. And it's like across tech and stuff. Like, for example, Remedy made really good games, A good PC ports even. They made good PC ports and such. But what happened? Alan Wake 2 comes out. A few weeks later, like a month later, suddenly, major patch in terms of performance. Which isn't to say, oh, they're lazy. I think we just have to deal with the fact that with increased fidelity, which a lot of people want, it will just become way more hard.
There we go. Now I just need to stop it in a position that will let me get to that circuit board down there.
There we go. Yeah, I feel like you will... I don't even think that is the main problem. I think it's probably to a degree more that...
Shit! Good thing no one was writing that.
I think it's just, with fidelity, you just run into more problems. Like, for example, they made a forest here. And it just apparently ate, processing load. Yeah. But I mean, it also comes down to the, current console generation. The more devs know how to get the most out of, PS5 and Xbox, the more the baseline for PC will be raised. I think that is one major problem they currently have, that they can simply do more now, and where is the lunchbox? And so they do that.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
If it's coming, yeah. Yeah, I feel like the whole everything is just harder to optimize now, because just a lot more is going on. Like, if you look at Alan Wake on its own, there's just so much shit in this game that can make problems, and did. And then you have the problem that you will not be able to know what kind of configuration someone has. You cannot optimize for every rig. You can just guess vaguely. And the worst part is that sometimes you sometimes just don't know. Like,
what the hell? Where am I?
if you, for example, look into yeah. And you will just keep running into these problems, into literally games outperforming in what they want in scale or scope. I hate to say it, we are in the times. PC gaming, PC hardware has never been this powerful, and yet it ages faster than ever before. Like,
Logan, I'm here.
yeah, the games are. I mean, it's still made mainly for console, but like, again,
Still stop this.
the current consoles,
I need the clicker.
they're good. They're like, they can output quite a bunch.
Wake? I saw him this way in the other overlap. It's a loop. Just like before.
Oh yeah. I mean, let me just be real here. The irony about what a lot of people considered good PC ports, probably just racked up over the last two generations, because frankly, the last two consoles were pretty good in general. So for example, if you yeah, and even in the Series S is more like, even now getting outperformed, and you saw how Larian was like, yeah, we kind of want to drop that console. Please.
This is a nightmare. I can't get through that. I need to look for another way through.
And let me just put it like that. While here's the thing. If I don't hear about a Pro PlayStation or Pro Switch from, somewhere that makes sense, dev leaks and such, and like, if you don't hear, I mean, here's the thing. Insomniac was leaked majorly. They had no indication of a PS5 Pro in there, and yet people still say the PS5 Pro's coming. It likely isn't, and it's really good that it doesn't, because my god. We'll have to see what that comes. Maybe. Again, people say like, it is coming this year, and it's like, again, until Nintendo doesn't announce anything, until Nintendo announces anything, and or, there's some developer that I can, spill something, I ain't going to say anything. mean, you can see it, but like, I'm like, again, if nothing comes up, I will not like speculate on anything. Nintendo is Nintendo. They will sometimes just make their own shit. Yeah, which is like stupid again. I mean, I'm kind of generally saying the idea for open world Pokemon is stupid. It was mainly pushed by people who were like, this is the fix to everything, because they had some weird GTA thing in their head. And like, I'm sorry, Pokemon didn't need open world. Pokemon needed better routes with more to explore. Then you could also load, you know, make them more detailed and interesting while loading shit in. And then on top of that, and this is kind of crucial, it needs to have a bit more attrition again. Like, that's the thing.
Going down.
Pokemon is essentially kind of a dungeon crawler in its world design. If you don't support that, well, it's not gonna be that fun. But still.
Trapped how? What does that mean?
Well, see, you know, that depends really mostly on how much Nintendo wants to. The Switch is still selling well, so maybe, maybe not. Again, people kept screaming about the you know, Switch Pro that never manifested. But considering some are saying they show new hardware now, there's maybe going to be a sequel console coming, and it's probably gonna be fine. We'll see when or how I get it. They will. Again, the latest patent is for a dual screen handheld that you fold up like the DS again. And you can detach one screen and put into a dock. Like, welcome, it's gonna be the DS Switch. And I'm actually very down for that. This is like not a bad design. But yeah, we'll see how that ends. I mean, here's the thing. Oh. Come out.
Show the bitch who's boss!
bleh. I was like a bit stupid there. Yeah. I just realized how the fight again happens again. But yeah, I don't know.
Next time they won't be coming back.
Oh, that already.
Show me the bitch who's boss!
There we go.
Saga Anderson, listen.
Wake?
I've been tricked. Scratch wrote. I tried to fix the story, but has it now. It's the key to escape.
What do you mean, escape? You're already out. So is Scratch.
We're making progress. I wrote to be the story's hero. Save her family. Save us all.
Save her family? Are you talking about my family?
Yes, you know it's working. You just need to keep going.
Did you put my family in the horror story?
Yep.
I keep seeing him in overlaps, but he's already out.
Time is fucky
Are
wookie.
these visions coming from the past, when he was still trapped in the dark place? I have the clicker.
Yeah, shut up. Hast du gut gemacht. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still pretty fine with the Switch,
Wake said
actually.
he could use the clicker
Like,
to undo the horror story.
I mean,
I need
this
to
is
get back
probably
to my
just me.
calls, to Casey and
I am
Wake.
not really that bothered
should
that the
check in
Switch
with
is just a
Casey.
better, like a handheld PS3 right now. It's just, I mean, yeah, it's a PS3 handheld. Like, that's a lot what I want actually. I just wish more games were on there. Like, I just posted it a while ago. For example, I think, I've been saying that for years actually, but now I think it is more true than ever. Capcom, for example, should just fucking remaster and put, Freedom Unite, 3 Ultimate, and 4 Ultimate on the Switch, and generally all consoles, because, like, who the fuck cares? Put in crossplay, Capcom. No one fucking cares. If Nintendo puts down their servers, who the fuck cares? The Steam ones will be online. Some can, so will be online. But, like, people...
Come on, Casey.
will want, those are old games. They will
No
never
answer.
compete with Wilds, for example.
David.
But they're like those kind of games that were super popular back in the day on the PSP and such. People would love to play Unite.
David,
I mean,
can you call me back, please? It's
people
urgent.
will say like, oh, Unite, it didn't look that good and such. When like, here's
Why
the thing.
isn't David answering?
Unite looks
All
fine.
right.
You
How
literally,
does this all work?
I mean, they could be
Has the horror story
nice
already gotten her?
and made super
We should
ultimate
know.
versions of them, add a bit more content, maybe. Like, for example, bring fucking Espinas to Unite finally? You fucking ripped them out? This is
Flooded
bullshit.
I should look around. See
Anyway.
where the water was hiding. Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
But in general, I would say... So I have all the manuscript pages. Yeah, right, that is open. I just... Yeah, let's just look what that is up there. I think there was one box, maybe. Oh, no, I just want to see if there's a lunchbox up there. See, only when I cross into that area, the gray gets removed and it shows me, is there something to collect here? For example, there is a lunchbox. But yeah, this is like one of those games where I'm like, just fucking remaster it. Like, again, people will want to play. Yeah, that would have been very interesting to have better charms and stuff. I totally agree with that. It's funny how the Taken are now in almost sunlight. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
More of those rhymes.
Where was the lunchbox? The lunchbox was over there, and then we can collect some stuff. Down here, yeah. But yeah, basically, Freedom Unite. The main problem this game has, like, yeah, you can update the models a bit and such. Like, people will probably not be angry about that, and they have already better ones on there, and you can technically, like, here's the thing. You can technically port Freedom Unite into MT Framework, and even, or, you know, if they want to, they could be like, oh, we remastered all of the games by porting them into RE Engine. Like, okay, that would be quite interesting. Would probably work. And you could probably make some really good games there. You can, you know, put in some more newer models and stuff. Like, just, you know, keep the code and gameplay the same. That would be fun. That would be fine, actually.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
And the main problem the game had anyway was, that, you know, I mean, if you ever played Freedom Unite, or, you know, the Freedom games, you know what I mean when I say the claw was mandatory. You definitely know what I mean with that. Because, yeah, there was just the claw TM that you had to, you had to master the claw, else you're not gonna play the game. Okay, you know what? Just a quick trip, fill up, and then... if you ever want to get into that, there's now, you can just fucking emulate it. The emulation works super well. You can even play with one more person online. Oh, the hitboxes are fine. Like, okay, let me put it like this. The hitboxes are, in some ways, I think, better than modern titles. And I know people are going to be like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, the hitboxes are, quote-unquote, off in some, or just, you know, bigger than they were. Like, hey, Capcom, it was kind of cowardly that you, you know, made the, hitbox of the Tigrex smaller instead of making the model of the Tigrex bigger. Like, what the fuck was that? The Tigrex was a fucking wall, and you just made him into, like... he's a small inconvenience, but you can now dodge through him. What the fuck was up with that? Yeah, where was the cold stash location? Oh, over there. Like, still, you had, like, really, they were insanely consistent. Like, when you got into the mood with, you know, and how, you know, they work, you were just like, yeah, it is insanely consistent. 3U is fine, and Try as well. It's just like, again, it is so funny because like the hitboxes in Freedom Unite there are so insanely consistent. Something that modern titles have not yet been able to make as consistent. Portable Third is really fun, yeah. I'd say Portable Third is probably, in my opinion, the best village they have ever made. I know people are angry about me for that, but sorry. Completely gameplay-wise, nothing beats Portable Third. None of the older games, none of the newer games. Just, it will probably make you angry just how much they have cut. Just how many features there were in, you know, how many features there were in old Monster Hunter games that they just literally...
Cold stash.
I'm just gonna look it up because like I'm so out of resources. I just need more resources. You can also get it there, yeah. Vroom vroom. Yeah, Red Turismo. I have that. I kinda need to play more, but I kinda forgot. So, you know. Whoops. But yeah, it's like, the old games are fine. I'd say Freedom Unite really just needs, like, a good, I mean, what emulation has done, like, you need to be able to connect to people online again, you know, with friends. Just share a guild hall. That is that, and get people, just smoother camera controls. They will be fine. It's a great game. And you would, you know, and that with, that together with 3 Ultimate and 4 Ultimate on this, you know, on all platforms now, with crossplay, yeah, that's something they just should do. Like, again, as you said, they will probably not, most people will probably not, play them. Simple as that. They're like, ooh, fun fact, Freedom Unite has a better looking version on the Vita. They for some reason never ported that to any other console. Just the Vita. Okay, no, then they made... Okay, so... Okay, Capcom being Capcom. You wanna know what they did? They took one of their, at that time, second best-selling Monster Hunter games. And we're like, oh yeah, we have a better looking version on the Vita. Exclusively. You need to download it, but it's there. And you're like... So why is Portable Third not on the Vita? And you're like... Why is... And then people were like, okay, and why is there no 4th generation version of Portable? Like, no Portable 4th? And they were like... And then people were like, okay... Yeah, I know. But, like, it's so funny because then you look at that and you're like, okay, good. What is coming now? And they're like, okay. Like, Capcom is there and be like, okay, everyone, you're gonna be happy. We actually made an HD version of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. No, seriously, there is an HD version of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on iOS that you can't even buy anymore. I don't even think it runs on modern iOS versions anymore. So, like, what the fuck, Capcom? Like, I'm not against it being on iOS, like, sure, like, just... This is such a weird decision. But yeah, then you, even though Ghost Trick finally bit the dust lately. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Like Freedom Unite, 3 Ultimate or 4 Ultimate, they will never be competitors to,
This bridge got fixed quick.
to Modern Monster Hunter. Wilds will be different. Just simple as that. If you have, like, I'm gonna be very honest here. If Capcom thinks that if they release Freedom Unite now, you know, any of the older games, and I specifically picked those 3 due to the simple fact because, like, yeah. By the way, I picked those 3 simply because, it's, oh yeah, true. I mean, I got a few games back in the early days, and it will probably just not work now. And it's a shame. Like, you know, you have some of the earliest games that, you know, where people actually played on your platform, and they're just now unplayable, and you're like, yeah, sure. Dead Space Mobile was fun. Similar to how, like, I mean, there was someone that made, like a Halo clone series, basically. And
Well, at least
it was fun. It was fine.
Yeah. Fish aren't biting any better.
Mm-hmm.
Another cult box.
Oh god, yeah, that fucking thing. Wait a second. The game really doesn't want to give me more ammo for my gun. Yeah, this is, I feel, just there to piss you off. But yeah, when I think back, it's like, yeah, the old Monster Hunter games, they will not be a problem. Like, if Capcom legitimately thinks that, you know, old Monster Hunter titles will make a dent into Rise, especially now with, you know, it being the 20th anniversary of the series. Rise sounds like shit then. I'm gonna be very honest with you. If you think that old games would be any problem for Rise, then Rise would probably be a bad game. Like, come on. There are probably going to be people who are now, you know, to Wildsmith, so that, you know, have played Worlds and Rise and might be like, oh yeah, I might want to look into older titles. So one requires emulation, simple as that. Or, you know, else you need to get a PlayStation Portable, probably need to still fix then a bunch of stuff about that PlayStation Portable, and then you need to get the game and play on that. Online part is gone, so, you know, that's just not gonna happen. It would even make sense now, like this would just work on here. Like a remaster of the game, it would just work. And then you go and, you know, 3 Ultimate, people, I mean, 3 Ultimate is locked on the Wii U.
We're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, we'll... I'm very
Yeah.
busy wearing a turtleneck. Drinking wine.
And now we're getting to the best part. Daisuba, if you're still listening, come here. This is gonna be awesome.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. The dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title. I would write a
Oh yeah, they
draft
put it on the
initiation
on the
to reach
3DS,
Parliament
but also
House
like,
and another murder site.
here's the thing: more people have a
Strange
3DS.
was reaching
That's
out to the
true.
dark place to get Alice.
You
She
cannot
was out.
buy it on the 3DS online digitally anymore, so get a 3DS version. Those are even, I think those are even more expensive now than the Wii U version. But then again, for the Wii U, you need a Wii U. You can still play it online on the Wii U, as far as I know, over, you know, and you can still link your 3DS through a Wii U to play online.
I was back, and I had
Not everyone will do that.
I knew how this worked now. I could take
That's the
control.
thing. I know
No more surprises.
people think about that, but they will not do that. But yeah, now it gets good.
We have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, and I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. Just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
But I mean, yeah, for you, same, you can also not legally buy it anymore. It's like, those 3 games would cover 3 major generations of the series. They just fucking should be, so, you know, be legally acquirable again and playable. Like, come the fuck on, Capcom, it's the 20th anniversary. Put the 3 major games out there again. And yeah, Daisuva,
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up theory. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. Come on in and listen, lost ones you've been missing. Now the fire you're bearing, the eye of the darkness, your light. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination, and you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker, I'll chase those frights away. You, so true. So here's the clue of hope to remember. Visions they come true. Abandon the lights with steel. So made a champion
Oh. Oh. That is not good. Can you get to the surface or do you need a teleportation?
Several caves under the spawn chunks. Just
Yeah.
line up.
That's a good question. Yeah, yes. Yeah, you can mine. Oh god, this is so great, the dancing. It is still fucking abysmal that Jeff Keighley cut it down to size. Like, fuck off, Keighley. Play 9 minutes, you coward. Oh, please bring it, please wrap it up. I want to have more ads. Fuck you, Keighley. Let us have insanely long speeches and long musicals. Yeah, diamonds, nice. Still cowards. But yeah, just mine. You will probably find a way to the top again. In Bright Falls. I love that they recreated the intro to the first game like this. This whole section is so great. Ah, yes. Gun. Anti-darkness gun.
He's a torchbearer, and it couldn't be much clearer. A war needs its warrior, true and right. The darkness within held her hostage, and he seen her drowning. What a save from the darkness of the lake. I'll show you the herald of darkness. Lost in the gathering day and night. Diving deep to the surface.
There we go. But yeah, if you need to get out of Minecraft, just mine, you know?
I didn't see that coming.
That was faster than usual.
A vision.
Did they cut it down for New Game Plus? Oh no. Oh yeah. He's dancing.
I gotta figure it out and bring this song to its end.
You know what the funniest part about this is?
You gotta figure it out to bring this song to its
That Alan is just like, especially in this song, you realize Alan's just a goofball. Like, I mean, here's the thing. This is always like, you know, so, you know, survival horror games always try to make their protagonists like normal people, you know, relatable. Like, even Leon as Kennedy. How much they expanded on that later, and Leon was also kind of a bit. This is why I love Alan Wake, especially expanded in the second game, because why do people love Leon as Kennedy? And you know, yeah, he did. When he does schlock perfectly. But like, that's the thing. If you want to see, like, you know, I like Isaac Clarke, especially in Dead Space Remake, because he was way more often, fuck. I just want to save my wife kind of guy. Like, here's the thing. In media, I like wife guys. You know, those are like, I really want to save her and be devoted to her, and considering he, like, really felt guilty and shit, but he really felt like, you know, Isaac was like, I just want to do this for her, and so he just murders himself through, alien horror. Meanwhile, you have Leon as Kennedy, someone who's like, oh yeah, I'm a big bad boy. I'm the big bad boy. You know, bringing this cult down and saving the princess, basically, which was the daughter of the president. And before he's like, I'm gonna be Big Pants boy and save everyone in here. And you're like, oh god, Leon, why are you such an idiot? And you have fucking Alan Wake, who's just like, hey, Alan, you have to battle with horrors beyond comprehension. Alan is like, I'm not even your strongest soldier, god. I'm just not made for any of this. And he just screams and does it anyway. Where's everyone going? Bingo. He just fucking tries his best, yeah. And yeah, Alan is just like, ah! Why? And you're like, Alan, be more competent. And Zane is like, Alan, be more competent. And Alan is like, help. Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder why it happens. It should run perfectly smooth here, actually. Also, my color shouldn't drain any resources. I probably made my model more performance, so you know.
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger.
Hello, Artie.
Champion of light.
Catchy, right?
I mean...
Herald of darkness.
Ah. Yeah, end of part. Let's just collect all the words of power and have fun. There's of course a Tom Scott view. Oh yeah, rip Tom Scott. He may have a way more relaxing life now.
It was all about me. This performance the Dark Place was putting on. But I had no control over it. I knew how utterly lost I was. The payphone was ringing again. The mystery caller was back.
Alan Wake? Do you know who I am?
The Ocean View Hotel.
Yeah,
A suspicious invitation to a shady meeting. Right on the money for the hard-boiled genre the whole city was built upon. The Ocean View Hotel. My destination. A loop that delivered me back to the street. What did the mystery caller said? If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in. With only dream logic to lead me to the hotel, I looked to the neon signs for guidance.
Word of 8. Let's just put this in. The more we can save on prescription drugs, the better. Da, 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 da. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, hi, you're back.
You're the killer, the cult leader. It's in your eyes.
No! You got the wrong man! It's Scratch! There's no time to lose!
You're going nowhere.
It was all my fault. I'd had this dark place in my head for so long. Sometimes I'd forget the pain was there. Like it was the way you were supposed to feel. I was not in a dark place. I was the dark place. The source of it all. The vessel. Me and the writer. We were the same.
This place kept pushing me under, getting into my head.
Are you paying attention, Alan?
Poisoning me with
Alan?
darkness. I had to find a way to escape before it was too late.
Yeah.
Too late again.
He's not paying really attention. No. This is kind of the Alan way, aka just, I mean, he's also picking up better guns. He's just like, yeah, I'm fine with my revolver. Also just the shotgun. Being kinda ass. Oh, I have that already. Yeah, that's all Thomas Zane's. Really? Are you spoilering? I mean, hey, it's the Mirror Peak bar. How much can go wrong in the Mirror Peak bar? And we are up again. Okay. At least Alan's sections are quite fast. The only thing I'm looking out for are, you know, the words of power. And maybe some resources. Wait. Wheeler. Okay, no, probably no one will fucking get that. Except one person probably, because we have too much brain rot about this. Isn't that right? I saw this and was like, Wheeler! And I said only one person will get it. We will see then. So yeah, it was just a dumb joke and you got it. I'm happy you got it. It is Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I mean... yeah. You should watch it, it's stupid, I like it. If you want to understand why my humor is broken, that's the reason.
It has problems.
It has problems, especially early on. Later it's way better. Consistently better. Oh, really? I mean... I didn't feel like it was that hard. I was just surprised, like, oh wait, there's like a harder battle now? What? But yeah, I feel like I'm hopefully soonish. I mean, I do hope when we have Alan Wake done, and I mean, I'm currently getting through 2 chapters in like 1 sitting around, which is pretty good in my opinion. It's just like... Words of gun. Yeah, I definitely take more Flagon area. I very much like to do that. Which one was that? So that's that one. That means we have for everything in this area. Nice.
I could see the Ocean View Hotel. I was getting close. The lights affected where the door led to.
Stupid. Oh, they added new scares. Nice. Okay. Which one of you fucks is it now? So that is probably all of them. On the rooftops. Nice. Let me just get a shot from over there. I just want to see if there are resources, because that's the only thing on this high difficulty that I feel is needed. Even though, especially with Alan, you get thrown so many words of power in your face. It's like Yeah.
The bar menu caught my eye.
Anything? Yeah, that. There we go. Let's get some resources in here. Well, and there we are in the view in the hotel. What was the code again? Shotgun, Negroni, Ocean View Cocktail. 2550. Okay. There we go. Let's have a fun scene and then just quickly finish up the hotel. Then we have like the two major mid-section chapters done.
The room was empty except for the projector. More games.
And also,
was the film a message waiting to be played? and the spiral is always there.
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing. Am I standing still, or running, or kneeling?
You're the one who's been calling me.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker. A celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is Return so important? What?
Al, you always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, 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 in this room.
And then they get wasted.
returned. And that is how the magic happened. Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratch is...
Your wife is safe, back in the real New York. Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Rings of your hiding carry you there.
Hello?
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Yeah. The fucking feds are showing
I
up.
was saying it ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
I mean, it's like he's
nagged at me. I could almost reach it.
like it's the I mean it's the interdimensional law enforcement, and they just like, oh shit, the feds and
The
feds.
word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can it get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would start at the entrance lobby.
the funniest part is about that is just how much
The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea.
I mean, you need to.
Clear as a vision.
I said last chapter that Alan Wake is like incompetent. Like, here's the thing: Alan and Saga are truly God's most incompetent soldiers. Like, oh, the darkness is swallowing everything up, and Saga is just like,
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Uh-huh. You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning. Layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult.
I mean, yeah, it's the Ocean View Motel, so... But yeah, it's like, you know, Alan and Saga are literally the most incompetent people you could, like, think about that. Alan just fucks up all the time.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there.
I mean... Imagine if you're going into, like,
The plot board was empty again. The troop were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225.
Like, ever thought about that? Alan, like, his fucking wife dived after him, having a gigantic better understanding of the whole place. Dorsef has been living for years in a dark place and knows way more than Alan about it. And then both of them are in there, and even the old gods of Asgard, and they're like, okay, we need to help Alan get out of here. And then Alan is just like, like, he just keeps fucking up. Well, as long as the rest of this chapter is also as easy and quick as the fights we have here. I think there was a word of power somewhere here. That's DLC, I think. Or DLC baiting. So there should be something here, I think. Oh, there it is. There we go. Words of War. Full stop. Oh! Oh! And the next thing is gonna be good. Which is gonna be really... Okay. You know how much this is going to be fucked when you think about the fact that Control 2 will probably be about parallel worlds as well.
The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft.
It would really put me on the side. There we go. Ah, yes. Uh-huh. There you are. That will make it so much more easy. Oh yeah, yeah.
The cult in the play was called the Cult of the Tree. With their deer masks, they were the backwoods echo of the cult of the word's urban horror.
Let's just see if we find it.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
Oh.
This is Dr. Casper Darling, formerly of the Federal Bureau of Control. I think this signal is coming through now. Are you receiving me? Something shifted. The previously observed interference disrupting my broadcast has got fluctuation in gravitational forces. Either something moved out of the way or my relative position to a change. The alignment or the condition of this whole plane spiraled to a more favorable position.
Yeah, spiraled.
The ordinary rules of reality do not apply here. Without a second to surprise, this place is a clean escape. Who's the dreamer? And how do you wake up from this dream? I've been taking readings with the limited equipment I've been able to secure. Some limiting data accumulating. Hypotheses taking shape. My struggle with this, that the way this place works makes any hypothesis immediately come back to alter and contaminate the data. Anyway, I've been working to capture, isolate, and amplify certain frequencies from the background radiation ambient noise, so let's see what happens.
I love how cheap this is. Ah, night. Sleep well.
The deeper into the dark depths I got, peeling off the layers of the dark light, like the ocean zones, from twilight to midnight, to abyssal to deepest trenches. The closer I felt,
Well... Yeah, yeah, it looks like Hedron just dumped him in the dark place, which is like, either he was needed there, or it was just like, fuck you. Yeah, yeah.
It could not be opened on this side.
It is quite fucked, indeed.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began. Another vision. Another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? And why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason. The plot board was empty again.
Yeah. There we go. That was a light source. I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of interesting, but he's probably also a special case inside of the Dark Place for, you know, the reason that he's, I mean, you know, kinda incompetent. I mean, most of his work was just his fucking nightmares. And now he's, like, trying to, like, basically he's in the middle of all of this. And now is the question, did he himself may or may not even create the whole fucking situation? Who knows? Could be some, like, it's fucking Alan. He's just really incompetent. And like, it is so funny to see that there are multiple people with him trapped in the fucking dark place. But what is happening? Well, Alan just keeps being the literal fuck up. Like, he literally goes and is like, ah, yes. And then he fucking writes Saga in, who's definitely like the flavor of, ah, yes, the floor is made out of floor. Which is like, Saga, come the fuck on. How hard can this be, Saga? It's not that hard, Saga. But yeah. You look at them, and like, and then his fucking wife jumps in, and she's literally like, "Oh yes, I'm an artist too. I use my art and I get him out." And she's just 10 times more, just a fucking, like, you're looking at the dark place, and Alan is fucking outdone by his own wife making photography, and a talk show host. And you just, and both are like, Alan, get a fucking grip. And he just doesn't.
I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Yeah, it's also the behest of the writing of his better future. Yeah, but like, he's just...
What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you. But turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch as the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that.
Easy. I could have used a flare, that would have probably been easier, but oh well. Okay, so there's a container, and then I can... Oh really? It's empty. Oh,
I needed to find the key.
Yeah. No. So I think, yeah, there was somewhere through the glass that I needed to shine, I think. On the second floor?
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Yeah. It's...
Mr. Scratch,
yeah.
If that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Okay, so this is basically over now, but so where the fuck was that door? I know there's one more word of power here. One more on the second floor. I mean, the hotel is just over. I could run to the end, but like I still want to find that one word of power. So that we have like, you know, all of them. And then Ellen is like really, really strong in the end. Oh, isn't now that scene coming?
Scratch had been there. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Not you again.
Run, Ellen. get into the darkness.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
Okay,
The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
So, let's just check if we can get it then, and then we just have this chapter over, and then gladly we... Okay. Okay, so it is, there we go. So it is here. Oh, there. That is fucking hidden. Like, now, there we go. That is one hell of a hard hidden word. But you know what?
I needed
more
to
flag
find
on.
Muse, the murder victim, room 108.
Good. Then this chapter is over. Well. If I hadn't been so stupid the first time around, I could have probably done this in 10 minutes shorter. But... yeah, you're right. That means next time it's only needed to do Saga. And we have the climax. We only need to do need to get Saga and yeah, the final aspect of Saga and Alan. Yeah, the cinema. And then it's basically over. And now we're in water again. Water connects the worlds. The cinema really isn't that long, especially if you know where to look for everything. I mean, I literally blasted through this in like...
This was the murder
yeah.
site.
Please wrap it up, Alan. It's... we really...
Another step.
It is basic. It is over.
Somehow
like
I was closer to home, closer than ever before. It's you.
Depending on whether you watch a finished short film in its entirety.
Saga Anderson.
You.
I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wait. I'm still trapped.
I love that we can just get both of those misunderstandings in one stream now. So like next Sunday we it's basically we're gonna be over with that. I mean I blasted through yeah, Alan's section was 30 minutes now. That's just need to do his main his apartment thing, that's like 10 minutes, that's that, and then we're through.
I have to find a return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out.
Are they now or later?
Like 2 planets.
Like currently it's more like I collect every manuscript with Saga, which isn't that hard because I see them. And whatever the fuck is now in Alan, I can see it as well. Okay.
I had to get back to my apartment.
Yeah, that's not much. We can do that next time.
Find the manuscript of return.
Which is nice, which means we can still get to Pikmin in January. Holy shit. Okay, finally. I don't think I can collect anything here anymore. Yes. That means I'm just getting the fuck out of here. It's also funny that he has to investigate murder sites and write a murder plot to get back home, which is like right before the lake showdown / concert. Yeah, I do that. Okay, stop. If he adopted the role of the detective, he is so shit at it, like, god damn it, Alan.
Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get
the detective is... oh well. Yeah, I guess. You know me. I mean, if you know me, you know that I... every time someone's like about the whole detective thing, it's like... let's just put it like this. Everyone who has read chapter 6 of Umineko knows. Best twist in all of media.
Scratch was closing in.
Not enough duct tape.
Gaining control. I couldn't let him escape the dark place. I had to keep him from
Yeah, he
Alice.
can't do dodge rolls though, so he sucks at it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's Alan. Alan just kind of sucks at... I mean, literally, Alan is such a literal crybaby. Like, his fucking wife pampered him all the time, which, you know, still, she loved him. It is cute that she did that, but like, holy shit, this was probably her biggest pain, that a supernatural entity capable of rewriting reality sucked in your crybaby ass husband, who's incapable of doing shit himself, and you're like, ah, fuck. I need to fix it myself now. And everyone, and they're like, so the dark place is like, yeah? Oh, you don't know the half of it. Oh, I can imagine. Look, it's the dark place.
The manuscript.
Which makes sense if it's like... yeah. I mean, yeah, let's just, There we go.
After Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened.
Oh, let's just go through it.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. He's just kind of incompetent at, like, most of everything. Weakness is clarity. Ah. And, like, he's trapped in that fucking place.
Barry Wheeler started visiting.
Like, he's trapped in that place with moonshine drinking Nordic seers, a guy who can just walk to every place he wants to through doors, a literal police guy who helps him find shit, and his wife. And he still fucks it up. How? It's just so amazing that some people call this game pretentious when I just love how Alan can literally be crowned the most incompetent protagonist of 2023. Probably one of the most incompetent protagonists of all time? Yeah, that sucks. That sucks that this is just petting, as I would be through already.
One morning.
But yeah, Alan is just insanely incompetent. I love it. I can't wait for what the ending revelation is like. It's just his wife coming and slapping him like, Alan, you've been so stupid. But yeah, it's over in literally a... Why do they need to play? Remedy, is there not a skip button? You should have, at least for New Game Plus, added like a remote where you can be like, whoop.
Shoot your wife.
Shoot your wife. That's encouraging to say.
Try it. Maybe it works.
Yeah. And then I just need to watch this and it's over again, and Alan has to...
Can you shoot it?
No. Alan can't do it.
Oh.
And
That's a positive feature of him.
He's just not... Yeah, in some
he can't
areas...
be violent to his wife or images of her. That's a plus.
myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
Yeah, please wrap it up. Oh god, I'm getting into Jeff Keighley territory here. I mean, just... Oh, not more.
There's a world hidden behind ours.
Why do you make yourself a 9?
Tide ebbing and flowing against reality.
You have become just... You know what? When a game just makes me watch something and I can't skip it in some part and it's not even like a cutscene, I'm getting angry. Half-Life 2 ruined that for me. Like, fuck Half-Life. Half-Life 2, you like, okay, Half-Life 1, fine. Very short. Half-Life 2, too much. Yeah. I have to wrap it up. I have a girlfriend waiting for me who wants to drag me back into Monster Hunter Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. It was really like so much unskippable. Yeah, Half-Life 2 had like the major part of speedrunning is fast forwarding dialogue with a glitch. Not even skipping all of it. Just fast forwarding dialogue. It's insane.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Yeah. This is true. Yeah, this is true. And the thing is, I say, Valve was also onto nothing with Half-Life 2.
Before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
They looked at the fact that, you know, Half-Life 1 told most of the shit you need to know.
Already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape.
There we go.
He could go after Alice.
Like, literally, they looked at the fact that, oh, hey, a bunch of stuff that we had before, you know, that's when we're leading those options was there, the ceiling the whole time. True. Like, literally, they looked at this whole thing of the first game, explaining things that you can just look at and figure out yourself. And then some NPCs sometimes said something you could draft into that. It wasn't long. Or you could just run past it. Who cares? And they were like, what if we stretch the NPC thing? That's what people liked about Half-Life. And then people literally look at Dark Souls storytelling, and Dark Souls has barely any story. It's just fun facts on item descriptions. Which is good.
Some environmental storytelling.
And some environmental storytelling, which is good. But you can fucking do that if you want to, with you can do that in most of stuff. Like world building and storytelling is
two different things.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning into Alan Wake 2. I'm like so fucking happy we managed to get through this with just 12 minutes overtime. Holy shit, this was fast. We can finish the game next time. I probably will need to go overtime then, if I remember correctly, but we can get through this so much faster. I am like happy that this is over soon and I don't need to wander around a lot. God, this is fun. And the new stuff was also had really good cuts. I mean, they had like 2 cutscenes in the first game, but yeah, they had good cutscenes. I mean, okay, also like Demon's Souls also can. Seriously, cutscenes help your game. You cannot make a completely in-world storytelling usually.
You can try.
You can try. You can have good stuff in there, but if you want to convey something, just use a fucking cutscene.
It's definitely the easiest way. Cost effective.
Or make a script that is short, concise, and people can actually, you know, maybe ignore. It's like that's good thing. That's a good thing. But yeah. And eventually slowly using them. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning into Alan Wake 2. It is great to be back. It is great to play, and hopefully, again, next time, finished. And then we have Pikmin 1. And then we will see. Thanks to one video, I really want to get through BioShock this year, actually. And BioShock 2. You have to force me to play BioShock Infinite, I swear. You will need to find something to equalize my pain. I swear, like, there's some stuff, if this happens, I play through all of BioShock Infinite, but only then. Okay? Okay. Deal. But until then, have a wonderful night, have a wonderful time, and yeah, think about Mr. Flashlight Guy screaming into the void and being incompetent. And also great weekend of you. Bye!